Okay, so here we are for another how-to video. And this time we're going to be removing the subframe of the bike. Now, in order to do this, you don't have to have the bike in quite the state that I've got it in, but you do have to remove the seat, the side fairings, the radiator coolant reservoir, which was on this side, all of the electrical components, including the brake light, indicators, and you also need to remove the fuel tank. Now, you won't have to completely remove the fuel tank if you're simply trying to take off the rear frame. You can just undo the bolts and loosen the front, undo the back, and put a block underneath the fuel tank. What you want to do is place it on that bar, place a block of wood or something on that bar just to support the weight. Leave the front bolt in to keep the front of the tank down, and put all the weight on that bar. Alright, so once you've got the bike to that stage, if you want to see how to do that, go through and watch a combination of my fairings removal video, my engine removal videos. There's two parts of that. You'll need to watch both of them to see various parts that you need to see, and also the removing of the electrical system video, and then you'll be able to get to this stage where my bike is at now, and we will be able to remove the subframe. We're going to need to remove this plastic first. So we're going to remove two bolts that are under here, which go into the rear suspension supports. We have two bolts here, two bolts up here, and we have those two bolts there. But before we get too crazy, we want to remove these springs from the plastic. That way the hook for the seat is not connected to the plastic. Alright, so I'm going to start with these ones. You can start with whichever ones you want. They're not going to be done up super tight, so don't worry about it too much. You can even mostly do them by hand. Alright, so there's the rear half off. There's the front half off. We're going to undo this bolt here, the mirror bolt on the other side, and that Allen bolt, and again mirror on the other side, and that'll release the subframe. And there we have it. The subframe is removed. The next step is going to be to strip the fuel tank bracket, the seat clips, the pillion pegs, and the plan is to paint it, get rid of some of the rusty spots. Alright, so to undo or to take off the fuel tank bracket and the rear seat clip is just to undo the bolts that attach them, and for the rear pillion seats, I'll see if I can get up close for you. There's a circlip right there. We'll have to undo that. The pin will come out, and then the peg will come out. So I'm going to do that and then show you. Get 'em, boys. Alright, so there's the subframe stripped down, ready to be worked on with a wire brush to get rid of the rusty bits. And then we'll spray it back to being black with a couple coats of rust converter, a couple coats of base colour, and then 4 or 5 coats of clear to give it some longevity and shininess. Because as some famous guys here in Oz say, black. And if you know who they are, put a comment down below. Alright, that will be a video, another video for another time. I do not have the time to be scraping this thing back and starting painting it, considering I don't have any paint. So I will end this episode by saying like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit me up on Facebook. Also check out my Instagram, and as always, my good people, ride safe, drive safe, and stay safe.